Hey y'all, I just wanted to come and say a little something. I'm waiting for my spot in Costco. I'm going to get my Johnny Pops. Y'all, them Johnny Pops is screaming. Oh my God, I had one at the Super Bowl Sunday. And oh my God, they were good. They're like the strawberry and chocolate ones. So this is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. I'm about to go get me some of those. I'm going to be waxing those this weekend because it's a 3-day weekend. Hello. But anyways, I came on here because I was listening to Lord You're Holy Ballin' by Kanye. Shout out to Kanye. I'm telling you, I'm going to meet Kanye one day. And I'm going to take a picture just to prove that's what God's plan for me in my life. I'll talk about... Should I talk about it? I don't know. Let me check in. Well, I had a dream about Kanye. I think I've had a few, but it was a while ago. I may talk about that in another segment, but it's kind of ain't really a full segment. It's just kind of I was thinking about him because I was listening to Lord You're Holy Ballin' because I love that song. So we all know Kanye got canceled from the industry. You know, everybody canceled him. Black people canceled him because of some of the things that he was saying. But we all know Kanye was under, some sedation. He had some medication and stuff that he was on. And there was a lot of stuff he was saying, he felt in his heart or not. Neither here nor there. I think a lot of people didn't like the fact that he was supporting Trump anyway. But everybody should have I had no problem with him supporting him. It didn't bother me. A lot of people, black people did. And so they thought he was far left. Kanye left. I think Kanye really felt like alone. And so the only person that I feel like he felt like he'd go to was God. And so I believe he gave his life to Christ at some point, but then kind of fell off or just didn't have the support that he needed. So that's why I'm praying for him. And I know a lot of people talk about what Kanye partly saved, wasn't truly saved. He was really saved. He would give up everything for Christ. I'm like, okay, but we should be praying for him. The reason why I believe he is at least serious about it, because I have watched a few of his interviews post all of the things that he went through. This is like, was it during COVID that all that stuff happened? I think it was like pre-COVID, and then COVID happened, and then he started the Kanye Church, which I felt like was amazing because they needed something. And celebrities were going, and they were feeling something. So you can't be mad about it. It may not look the way that you think it should look in church, but the church is the church. We are the church. But, and maybe he did use it to, come up or whatever. I don't know. That's between him and God. But I feel like there was some sincerity there. Is why I'm saying this, because I've seen his interviews after all that, and I felt his heart, and I was listening to what he was trying to say, and he was telling the truth about a lot of things, and a lot of people don't want to hear that, but if you really listen to him, you'll hear it. Read between the lines if you must, okay? A lot of people don't want to do that, and they're looking at things from the wrong perspective, and then they don't have discernment anyway. So when you hear Kanye talking, he's trying to tell you the truth. Somebody who's been in the industry for years and was on the dark side, trying to get his way and make his way and stay in the light, he knows a lot of things that you don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like, you should listen to what he's saying. This boy is basically talking about he sacrificed his own mama. I think he knows something. I'm just saying. Go watch the interviews. I'm not here to spill the beans. But I feel like not only that, I watched videos with his children. Like, I saw a video of Northwest, and she was talking about God. She was talking about Jesus. She was talking about encouraging her siblings. And I'm like, they talking about God up in their house. Prior to, his divorce from Kim and all the things, I know a lot of people were like, oh, the Kardashians grew up Christian or whatever, and they don't maybe not act like it, but their father was a Christian. Robert Kardashian, prior to us knowing anything about them, he was a Christian. And so, I just feel like people just get so on the judgment train, especially Christians. I feel like you got to give people that are new to the faith some time to get it right. It's like when you first got saved, you didn't go back and sin. You didn't go back and make decisions that God didn't like. Like, I just was cutting up maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, and I'm a Christian. I've been saved since I was 6 years old, baby. I've been doing some things. God was like, I don't like that. No, that ain't good. That ain't cute. I didn't raise you to be that way. I didn't train you up in that way, Ebony. So it's just like, but when somebody gets saved, you want them to be all knowing. It's like, I don't get why Christians don't want to give people grace. And, you're supposed to give it all up. You're supposed to completely turn your life to Christ. I mean, if you grew up in the industry, was in the industry for decades, and then you give your life to Christ, do you think those things aren't going to try to pull on you? Got to make more albums. You got to do this kind of stuff. Like, just with Justin Bieber, it's like, he's going to have to do some things because the industry's not going to let him go completely. And then it's like, well, he's got to figure out what his purpose truly is outside of the industry, because that ain't it. God has a plan for him. And I know he kind of sneaks some Jesus songs in there and stuff like that, but I'm just like, at least they try. At least they're trying. But they need the right people around them. All this to say, I was listening to his song, and I was just like, people have been giving Kanye a really hard time. And I'm like, why do you think people are borderline depressed? And, I just even watched a video not long ago of him, like, he was coming out of a hotel, and somebody was talking to him or whatever. And I just saw him, and it just looked like he was so alone. I'm just like, Jesus, I could never imagine you being at the height of your career at some point, and you have all these celebrities that are for you, people that you so-called was your friend, and you guys was only in because you was in the same, running or a same team. Naughty. But then you choose to go the other way and choose to do something different, and all of a sudden, don't nobody want to talk to you no more. And then you come and try to come to the family of God, and then everybody just owns you because, you're not really one of us either. It's just like, well, where is he supposed to go? I don't know. It kind of makes me sad, but Kanye, I'll be your friend. I will. You can call me. You can trust me too. I won't sell anything to TMZ. I can't stand him anyway. Shade room either. Baby, you can come on over here. I'll be your friend. It's Ebony. I live in 206. Which is right up the street from California. If you ever want to come go to California, I'll take you to Boona Boona, and I'll pay for it. People always want celebrities to pay for it. It's $6. I got you. Anyways, this has been Thrift Stories and Coffee Shops. Hit me up if you want. Here's some old talk. I'm about that life. I'm about to go get me some ice cream. I'll be clowning. But anyways, I'll be having my talky talks. I had some coffee today, y'all. I know, sidebar. I had one shot decaf, one shot caffeinated. It was like the first time I knew people actually did that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna try this time. Baby, I didn't even finish that drink. I don't drink coffee like that. I know, thrift stores and coffee shops, oxymoron must be, but I don't drink coffee like that. I drink it when it's like, I feel like it's a luxury. Oh, when I have a taste for it, I'll go get it. But I did have 2 mochas this week, which is that's very unlike me. Like, I'm a chai latte girl. I don't even care for matcha. Everybody be on matcha like that. You got to make me some real bomb with the matcha in it. And I really like my coffee to taste buttery. I don't know. I'll do another segment about coffee and what I feel about it and how I like it. But baby, I'll get you some Boona Boona, was what I was going to say, Kanye. Boona Boona, Ethiopian coffee. You probably have had all the best coffee around the world, Kanye. But I'll treat you to a Boona Boona here in Washington State. We have celebrities that come here too. I think India Arie lived her part-time, from what I heard. And then, I met Hill Harper here. So, we do have people that be coming up in here. Seahawks are here too. Speaking of which, nails. Okay. You know what happened at the Super Bowl. We're not talking about the Bad Bunny show. That not that Illuminati ritual. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the nails. Okay. Give Seattle their credit. All right, y'all. It's been 8 minutes and 19 seconds, and I gotta go because I got a parking spot now. Bye.